Hey guys, Nick Sennard here, and today I'm going to be making a guide to Steemit post and comment formatting. I've been struggling with this, so I decided to do some research and make a post for myself as much as anybody else. So let's get started. I think I'll start with the basic stuff and go into the more complicated, and I'm going to do it while I'm making the post. So the first one I'm going to be covering is the break. HTML code. So you put in BR, and what it will do is it will create a space. So for example, if I go up here for this and put a BR tag, then it puts the space that wasn't there before. Even if I add more, adding this is not going to get any farther away. I would have to put a BR tag, and it separates it more. One tip is whenever you put in code like break, you want to separate it from other lines, because I've had where when I haven't separated it and I've had it like this and I've had code in here, it's messed up this code and it's completely thrown everything off and it doesn't act normal. The next one is going to be, as I put in, I'll clean this up later in the post. Next one is going to be HR, which actually puts a horizontal line like this through the post. Now I've already got two images and I decided to go ahead and copy and paste them so that I could do another part of it later, so we'll get to that. It's just better than me going to my documents, finding an image, and then all the while still in this video. So next is going to be the bold command. So you write that, and then let's just say hello, close the tags, because if you don't close it, then everything that follows it's going to be bold. And now you have a bold hello. Next thing we're going to be covering is how to bold, make things bold. So let's just put hello and close that tag, and you have a bold hello. Next is going to be how to italicize something. So let's put hello, close that, and we have an italicized hello. Now you can also do this with EM, which is emphasize, and you'll get the exact same result. So let's see how to make headings. So H1, that's going to be your biggest heading, and you're going to put hello. And I'm going to go down here and do it all the way to 6, because that's what you can do. You can go to 6. And then, let's see, H6, darn it, hello. Close, and let's go see them. So you got big one, H1, H3, H6. What's cool about this is that you can actually go, let's see, H1, and then sub hello, close sub tag, close heading 1. You have a smaller hello. So if you do this with, let's say, heading 6, so open that, hello, in sub tag in H6, you get a super small hello. So what the sub tag actually does is it makes it a subscript. So if you don't include it in heading tags, it can do like this. So hello, and then let's just say sub hello, and oops. And to differentiate this, to differentiate this, I'm going to put that hello, and we'll see what it does. It just actually puts it as a subscript. You also have a superscript, which is just as easy as, 2. I'm just putting that as an example. Super, and then 2, close. And that's, you got 2 to the 2 squared. So I'm going to backtrack, and I'm going to show you how to do the markdown form of header, a header and header 2. So say hello, and then we're going to do 2 hashtags, space, make sure you have that space, hello. And as you can see when we go down there, you have heading 1, you have heading 2. Make sure that you have a space when you put the hashtag there, because if it doesn't, it's just going to make that word an actual hashtag. So you can click it and it'll go to the Steemit tags. And you do not want that. You want a header. And now the next thing you can do is say you want to make a list. Well, you do this. You put asterisk, space, and then say hello. But you can also do this with the plus sign, space, hello. You can also do this with the hyphen, space, hello. And we can go down and we can see all of them are in a list. Now, if you want to make a numbered list, then you just simply do this. Hello. Hello. And you have 1, 2. You can keep going all the way down like that. Next will be block quotes. I'll first show you how to do an HTML. So block quote and hello world. Make sure you close it unless it's going to keep treating everything as a block quote. Go down here and it looks like a quote. But you can also do this with the Steemit markdown. Just put permission arrow, space, hello world. Space this actually. Oh. There we go. Okay, stuff just disappeared on me. And you have the same result. Now the way you break that is space, space. Next thing I'm going to show you is how to link something. So you're going to put href equals quotes, and then you're going to put the URL that you want. And since we're in Steemit, let's just go ahead and put down Steemit, close, and then let's say Steemit. Enter the text you want, close that off with /A, and go down. You have a link to Steemit. You can also do this with an image. Now, before I go to here and talk about it, I'll show you, this is the markdown for the Steemit markdown for how to make an image. You can take this stuff off. The image is still going to be there. You can also do an image source, which is what you're going to have to use if you want to link an image. So let's go here. ahref and see www.steemit.com. So the same thing, but you don't want to enter a text. You want to enter an image. So you do image source equals then quotes. Let's copy paste this in here. Put a quote to end it, and that, then in the A tag, or the ahref tag. You go down here. You have a clickable picture. Now, you can also do a link by using brackets. You enter your text, so Steemit, end it, parentheses, www.steemit.com. You put the URL, and that's going to give you a link to Steemit. It's the same thing as the ahref, but if you want to do the image, you need to do this code specifically. You can also put, instead of a URL here, you can put, let's see, /@ and then username. You can enter any username, and it's going to actually take you to the Steemit profile. So that's a shortcut if you want to link to a profile without entering the whole URL. Now, let's say you put an image in, but when you post it, it's not centered. That's a problem. So you need to make sure stuff is centered. So enter center. Outside the ahref, I've had issues when I, in the past, have put the center within the ahref tag, so then you end it afterwards. And there we go. Now it's going to be in the center, which was already in the center, but some images are not going to be in the center if you don't put the center tag. That is important. There's nothing more irritating than when you've put a lot of time into a post and then you post it and you realize none of that's centered. You know, it's not big enough to be centered. It's a small image and it's not centered. Let's say you want to enter a YouTube image, not YouTube image, sorry, a YouTube video. So let's go YouTube. Oh, okay, let's pick this. Pause it real fast. Paused. Grab the URL, close that, and you just have to paste the link. You do not have to do anything else. No markdown, no HTML bullcrap. It automatically pulls up. Sadly, you can't do this with DTube. The best you can do with DTube is do what I did here, and instead make the URL, instead put the URL as the DTube link. Hopefully one day Steemit fixes this, as it's a bit ridiculous that you can enter a YouTube link and it automatically fetches it, but you can't do that to their own video platform. The next tag I want to show you all is the div pull left tag. It pulls your text and images left, but it can also, if used correctly, make your images smaller. Now, if you want to do an image and make it smaller, you need to have it in the image source code. So you go from here and you put div, then class equals quotation marks, then you put pull, actually put pull first, left and that, and then let's, for it being cleaner, let's go ahead and do it again. So enter it once again, pull hyphen left, and go to the end. Make sure you close the div tags. You need to do this. And now let's go down to this image, which is now smaller. So I put 2. You can also, again, put, let's make it even smaller. Look how tiny that is. So it halves the sizes, then a fourth the sizes. So you enter div pull left once, it's not going to change the side. You do it twice, it's going to half the size. You do it a third time, it's going to fourth the size of the image. An interesting use, if you got a big image, you don't want to, you don't have to go and open up Photoshop or something to cut the size. All you need to do is use div class left pull. The next thing I'm about to show you is a Steemit markdown. So I want to make a table. Now, this is easy. So let's say ranking. You use this. It's the thing that goes up and down. So you have your ranking. I don't know. Let's just say scores, points. I'm just making this up. And username for whatever reason. So here, hyphen, up, hyphen, and that. Okay, so let's say the ranking is 1, put that, points is 200, put that, and Steemit. Let's just put that and go down here. This is a bit weird. See, that's why, right there, I just proved. What you need to do is close your tags. Now it's correct. So what was happening was the div pull left wasn't closed, so it was pulling everything afterwards to the left. Oh, I see. I also included it there. Oops. Yeah, so you can make a table like this. Now, you can make a table with HTML as well. That's going to be another video, because in that one, I'm actually going to use the table for a few things and show you all some tricks with it. With that, I think I'm done. I'm going to obviously pretty this post up more, but I've included, let's see, breaks. So BR, you have the HR, which is your horizontal line. You have B tag, which is to bold something. You have the I and EM tag, which is to italicize something. You have H1 through H6. H6, if you go to H6, it actually makes the text at 90%. Then you can put the sub tag in the header, and when you do that, it makes it even smaller. So you can make H6 sub and make it a super small word or something. But the sub tag is primarily to make it a subscript. You also have a superscript tag, which is just SUP instead of SUB. You also have the markdown way of making headers. You need to put hashtag space then what you want to make the header, or hashtag space, whatever you want to make header to. Do not put hashtag and then the word. That's just going to make it an actual hashtag. You can create a list with asterisk, pause, the plus sign and the hyphen, and then space between all those, and then the word. You can also make a numbered list by putting 1 parentheses space, then what you want to make what you want to have in the numbered list. You can also make block quotes. So you just put block quote, make sure you end the block quote. You can also do block quote through Steemit Markdown, which is just this arrow space. Make sure you put space again. Let me pull this down. So you have how to the HTML way to link something. So you have to do href URL, whatever you want the word to be, then close it. You also have the way of the Steemit Markdown, which you make sure you put the brackets, what you want to be said, end it, and then parentheses, the URL that you want. You can also link an image. Make sure when you link an image that inside the ahref, you have the image source. Markdown won't work. You need the image source HTML. Also, if you want to center anything, including your images, make sure you put center and then end it, so it doesn't try to center literally everything afterwards. And make sure if you link something, you do it outside the link code. The next thing is div class pull left. You can also do div class pull right if you want, and it's going to pull whatever you put in there to the right. But if you add 2 or more, it's going to decrease the size of your image that you put in there. And also with this, you need to have the HTML image source tag with your image in it for it to work. You also have a simple table. So you put what you want, and then you put, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's straight up and down. It should be close to your backslash. And then you put the next one, and then do it again. Do it as many times as you want. And then you got to go down, but you got to do hyphen that signal, that sign, and then do it however many times the top amount is. And then you go down below, and it's pretty easy. You saw me do it. It's super easy. And for now, that's all I'm going to show you all. Hopefully that helped. I know I kind of rambled on at times, but it helped me finding out all this. I will link to the guides that I found useful during it, even if it was just a small part of it. I'm going to link that down below. And make sure you look for my next post, where I'm actually going to be explaining how to make a menu so you can include your posts at the bottom of your other posts with images at the bottom of your post. And I'm going to show you how to make a slider for your images as well. So thanks, guys. See you next time.